ago, we started having conversations about student retention, thinking about what can we do to keep our students in the classroom, to keep them engaged at OUC, and to keep them sort of coming back for more so that they finish their degrees and finish their coursework. I have a long and rich tradition of working in learning communities, which very specifically defined are 2 or more classes brought together with the same students, multiple faculty members, and you create an interdisciplinary arena in which separate courses can dovetail and create new ways of thinking and being through the coursework. One of the big crises we have in this nation is that our students are forgetting everything they learned within 4 years of graduating college. To me, that says maybe we're not really teaching. Maybe they're not really learning.
I want them to have an emotional experience in the classroom. I want them definitely to be retained here at college and to feel like they can be successful and to move on. I like for them to build relationships with their colleagues.
The learning community is based on this notion of deep learning, or what we call structural learning. So you're not just learning information or facts or skills. You're learning about how those skills were created, why they're important, how to employ them, how to really own knowledge and create knowledge.
I want them to become alive in the classroom, and I want them to enjoy learning and enjoy scholarship.
I think one of the goals is to energize faculty, to get faculty excited about going back into the classroom with some new, sometimes scary and dangerous ideas.
We have worked as a community, and just having the discussions that we have through the summer, building these learning communities, and then here in the fall, touching base and enjoying each other's company and challenging each other's pedagogy and ideas, that's been invigorating.
Talking to another faculty member for hours and hours and hours, sharing teaching materials, developing new ways of thinking and teaching. In my mind, that's one of the real big benefits.
I feel more purpose with my colleagues, and I think that makes me a better teacher in the classroom. Students in a learning community, they learn to open themselves up again, right? And they're a little bit more vulnerable.
Originally, I'm kind of a shy guy. Having a learning community, you're guaranteed to at least get noticed or like put on the spot.
They know each other really well. They have all their inside jokes, they sort of know what each other's strengths and weaknesses are, and they are just utterly fearless in expressing their point of view. And what's wonderful is completely ready to accept the fact that they might be clueless.
In my other classes, I kind of sit in the back corner alone, don't really talk out, but in my learning community, I feel more comfortable with because I'm with those people more often, can kind of talk out and be part of the class, and we all participate more.
They can risk answering in the classroom and speaking up and finding their own voice.
These students are expressing some really adventurous ideas, and then having someone else say, well gosh, that doesn't make sense because, and you get that dialogue that actually elevates learning.
It definitely helps you out if you're a person that is not too comfortable discussing stuff with their fellow classmates, or they're just shy, and it just gives you an opportunity to actually know everyone else in your school.
In regards to students at a commuter campus, learning communities, I think, are even more essential than they would be elsewhere because we don't have the dormitory experience. We don't necessarily have folks who can stay here 20 hours a day. Everything we can do to get people to know each other more deeply, to get people working together more deeply while they're here, I think is just a gigantic benefit.
It's a lot more fun to work in a group and be part of a community of any kind.
A lot of students come in to college and they're overwhelmed. So building their confidence and having them understand that yes, they have what it takes to do the job, to get it done.
Statistically speaking, these learning communities nationwide help students stay in college, help students to have knowledge transfer so they can take knowledge from one subject area and sort of intuitively bring it to another subject area.
When you think of college, you think of like big classrooms and not really connecting with the teacher in the learning community. There's more conversation, more togetherness. Lets me be part of class, and I need to be part of class to do well. If I'm just one student and trying to write a bunch of notes, it's not going to work out well for me.
think that it helps these students feel as though this college thing is an intrinsic part of my life, not just this thing I go do, run away from, and then live my life outside of it.
If I could have all my classes just little learning communities, that would be perfect.